It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Nzanzi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, it is the new year, which means new budgets, right? So now that we're obviously well into 2025, establishing a solid budget has become even more essential, and that's for achieving our financial goals this year. Let's come through and come through strong. Now, a budget isn't just about tracking expenses, right? It's about understanding our priorities and how we want to allocate our resources in a meaningful and impactful way. So having a clear financial plan helps us avoid impulse purchases, and it helps us stick to our goals. Now, the question really is, what areas have you decided to focus on in your budget for this year? Now, we got some budgeting tips coming through, and I've got a nice panel here this morning to lend into some of these incredible questions. I think the best reason why you're here is because you're probably the most relatable people. And I think you resonate with a lot of Mzansi and around the world. So we've got Effect here, we've got Luchman, and we've got Jocelyn here. So movers, shakers, and entertainers. They come in all sorts.
All the tips.
With that being said, though, let's ask this pertinent question, and I'm going to put it to all of you. Joss, maybe I can ask you first. What are your financial priorities for 2025?
I think, like, as a business, we've had to sit down and really think about what our priorities are in terms of, I would say, marketing and branding. That's kind of where we're at in our stage of our business. So we're trying to get our name out there and promote people coming to our events and workouts. So I think our main financial priorities is to sit down and see, okay, where can the money go towards branding and clothing, or like marketing in water bottles and adverts. So that's kind of our priorities, is trying to get our marketing and our branding.
All right, it's almost
out
like
there in terms of our brand. Yeah.
capitalizing on your marketing spend to get a
Yes.
bigger ROI.
Yes.
That's essentially it.
Yeah.
I love that, yeah?
Like Josh said, having a business, especially in the fitness world, it's social media platform. It's the connection with DMs with your brands that you want to connect with. It counts so much on a social media platform. Yes, you can talk face to face, but reaching out to different types of brands that is across the world, as your US, your Europe, or all your Europe brands, in order for them to engage with us. So a social media platform for financial status in this year will help so much branding, and I'm sure with artists as well, it helps like so much connection in order for us to get seen and for our brands to grow along the way.
Yeah, I love asking our artists this because artists have various priorities, right? We all have financial priorities. Some of them want to just look good. They want to earn that car. They want to have that studio. There's various ways this can play out. In fact, how exactly does it play out for you with your financial priorities?
With my financial priorities,
Yeah.
well, I have to be honest, I'm actually on the same side as them, specifically because I wouldn't say I'm starting out now, but I'm getting to the South African market now. So the priority is to get exposure, you know? So most likely spend most of my budgets on marketing, but also on the quality of the videos and the footage you're sending out there. I think that's really important, just to kind of have a good brand identity. Yeah. So
I like this. I like this where this is going, because if I was to kind of surmise this financial priority sort of session right now, it would be investing in good marketing practices, investing in something that gives good ROI. So financially prioritizing efficient investment must be something for you. Have you, however, gone a step further and maybe looked at how you can adjust your spending habits now? Are you in the process of saying, okay, well, I know this is what I want. How do I do it? Am I adjusting? Am I actioning this accordingly? Are you?
Yeah, I would say we're still in the learning process. So we see, okay, maybe this month was better than the other months, and where we've worked through that. So I think we're still learning on how to see what's important for personal growth and business growth. So I think we've still got some steps to learn and practice, but that's the beauty of it.
Still taking the
Still
information
taking it in and
before we
see
can
where the year
implement it.
goes. Yes.
Yeah, in fact, are you similar to this situation?
I'm still a student, you know, so I'm not a full-on adult yet. You know, so I'm still learning, bro.
Stay there.
But
Stay
it's,
there.
you know, I guess it's trial and error. You know, you learn with your mistakes, and you become better. And Yeah.
I think for you, though, it's quite an opportunity because being so young, right, and being at the forefront of your entire potential in terms of your career means that you can earn a lot of money. And you have moments, especially now, I wouldn't say this is not going to happen, but we have these moments in life where you can potentially earn like a big bag.
Yeah,
And you could get
100%.
caught up in just wanting to spend that immediately. But now I think the fact that you have identified what you want to do, how to prioritize your finances, it means that you might be curbed from just blowing it and having like a big spend and actually investing it, right?
Yes.
So I think it's important to make awarenesses for this. Are we setting goals up, like physically setting these goals up for the year? Is it something we just talk about, or we actually like, listen, here's the date, here's where we want to achieve this, and this is the goal? Is that something you've been able to implement yet?
I think that is so important. And I think as we sit down and we write, say, our physical goals and relationship goals for the year, you kind of also got to write down your business goals and financial goals. I think that's something we learned in 2024 about how to save, and that our finances and savings are going to help benefit and grow our brand so much than just taking out. As we do an event, we take out, it doesn't work like that. You have to put money aside because it will just build and invest into the next event and grab more people and bring that community together through that. So I think it's so important to learn the benefit of the savings and prioritizing that.
It definitely is.
That longevity along the way.
Yeah.
You don't want a fail. I don't like using the word failure, but a setback. To be honest, you want to keep going and keep progressing because both industries, it's hard to maintain.
Yeah.
What you
You
want
don't know
to do.
what month.
You don't know what month will
can be different.
fluctuate
Yes.
completely.
Yes.
Like I'm sure with artists, one month you're boosting with music,
Yeah.
the next month
the
is
next
same.
month.
Same with us in the fitness world. It's like Rouse, it's up and
During
down.
winter, it's hard to get people to come. In our summer, you're boosting. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to save for those months and to prioritize for the future.
But I'm grateful that these conversations are being had because without it, you wouldn't even know what the options were and what to do with it. So with young minds like this sitting on the couch, it makes me proud that you're not lost and there is some direction. Well, to our esteemed young panel this morning, I want to say thank you for sharing your experience, for sharing your insights. I'm wishing you nothing but the best of luck for this year as you assess and target and slay these financial goals that are ahead. And with you, Mzansi, I think these conversations are absolutely vital for fostering a proactive approach to our finances. And that's by understanding our spending patterns and setting clear goals. I think we can achieve financial wellness this year for sure. Now, with the right tools and mindset, it's never too late to take charge of your future financial self.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.